Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year. I know all Celtic fans will be having a Happy New Year anyway, because I certainly am. Hats off to Rangers, first thing I want to say, but the finished result was 2-1 to Celtic. A good performance from Celtic, a strong performance, and as I just said, hats off to Rangers for the improvement since September that they've had, and you know what, they brought the game to us for the first 20 minutes or so. We seemed aware into the game and then took control and dominated, but honestly Rangers did bring the game to us today, far more than what they did in September, and I don't want to be making a video that is completely biased towards Celtic's performance today, so the first thing I'm going to get out of the way is saying well done to Rangers for actually, you know, giving us a challenge today, and they really did. It was a good performance from Rangers. Kenny Miller, inevitable for him to do something in an old firm. He put Rangers ahead quite early on in the match, and that is when, you know, the nerves kicked in. I was thinking to myself, I'm going to regret saying absolutely everything I did on YouTube, and I thought I was going to regret making every video that I did leading up to this, and I didn't, because I knew inside me we were going to pull it back, and we did. Dembele went up and he scored a cracker, and we'll talk about the team selection in a moment, but Dembele scored a cracker, and then Sinclair in the second half. What a performance it was in the second half. That's the first thing I need to talk about. The performance from Celtic since when we scored that first goal. Absolutely terrific performance from Celtic after scoring that first goal. It was outstanding. Second half, complete domination. And hats off to Wes Foderingham, because if it wasn't for him in goals today for Rangers, I can guarantee it would have been another dominating scoreline for us. Honestly, Foderingham saved Rangers a good few times. We also had another couple of chances which they took with shots going wide, and just Dembele had a chance, he just did not put any power behind the shot and it just rolled into Foderingham. But honestly, Foderingham saved Rangers from conceding a good few more goals than what they did today, in my opinion. We could have easily scored 4 or 5 again. It was so strong in the second half from Celtic. Whatever Brendan Rodgers said at half time was the charm. It completely worked, and we went out in the second half and we dominated the second half, and even from when we scored that first goal, and Rangers went for it in the first half. The difference was Rangers in the first half, when they kicked off, they went straight for it, pounding forward, attack, pounding forward, attack, pounding forward, attack, and then a shot at the end of each one. They just kept doing it. But with Celtic, the second half we kept the ball, we kept our calm, we didn't get nervous. We kept the ball, we passed it around, we dominated the possession, and we made our chances, and it was frustrating Rangers. We were knocking at the door of Rangers every 2 minutes, you know, with a well-worked attack, not just pounding the ball forward. We thought of it through, we went forward, and we really did scare them off. We really did make the second half a living hell for Rangers. It really was a dominating performance from us in that second half. Scott Sinclair had a great game. There was a couple of bits where he annoyed me. Well, you know, I thought in the first half there was a couple of chances we had the opportunity to break and counter, and he kind of slowed down the play a little and he stopped us from getting a chance off. But a couple of those were down to unlucky mistakes, like the ball hitting off the back of his heels, so you really can't place the full blame on that. I mean, it's unlucky if the ball hits off you like that. But, you know, we started poorly and we pulled it back, and it shows the team effort, it shows the team chemistry, and it shows that the team are together. They just, you know, they click together. It's a fantastic squad we've got. We're untouchable in the league at the moment. No one can touch us. Rangers can't touch us. Aberdeen can't touch us. No one. That's why we're 19 points clear at the fucking New Year. This is a record. No one has ever been this far forward at New Year. Not even when Rangers weren't in the league. This time last season we were only probably about 10 points clear. And it's a completely different team. Ronnie Deila, who I respected and I liked, God knows where we would have been under him today, and God knows what we would have performed like today under Ronnie Deila. But Brendan Rodgers has transformed this Celtic team into something that is unbelievable, into the strongest Celtic team since probably the Martin O'Neill era, when we got to the UEFA Cup final. Neil Lennon had a strong team at Celtic. He beat Barcelona. But this team that Brendan Rodgers has assembled here at Celtic is absolutely fantastic. That was proven today at Ibrox. The fans were fantastic. I believe we outsung Rangers. I mean, I can't blame the Rangers fans when you're down in an Old Firm derby at home, you know, and it's looking Drake and we were performing the way we were, you know. You really can't help it. You kind of just want to sit in a depressed state. I mean, if it was happening to me at Celtic Park, I would be the same. But, you know, a fantastic set of fans today. You know, there was a couple that disrupted that silence, but I mean, you can't help it. There's always going to be a couple. And I mean, you saw the Rangers fans fucking hurling abuse at them straight away as soon as they can. As soon as that whistle went for the end of the silence, poof, Rangers fans giving it the biggin at Celtic fans. Obviously, we're going to get categorised for being, you know, this set of disgraceful fans for interrupting the silence. There's going to be all these Facebook statuses from pages saying that every fucking Celtic fan disrupted it when, you know fine well we didn't. There's always just a couple, and it happens with every minute of silence for any occasion. But focused on the football, it was a fantastic game of football to watch from any standpoint. As a Celtic fan, a Rangers, well, maybe not a Rangers fan, but as a neutral, that was a fantastic game to watch as well. It was a beautiful played game. It was a fantastic game. It was so exciting. It was so many attacks. Rangers were unlucky in the second half to pull it back to 2-each. Could have changed the landscape of the game if Kenny Miller got that shot away in, it hit the post. But I mean, apart from that, that was the only really good chance Rangers had in the second half. As I said, we dominated. What a strong performance it was from us in the second half, and Rangers couldn't touch us. Scott Sinclair was terrific today. Moussa Dembele onto the team selection, as I said I was going to talk about. The choice Brendan Rodgers made was to play Dembele over Griffiths, and as you seen in my live stream, I was talking about why Brendan, and you've heard probably why Brendan Rodgers said he done it. Brendan Rodgers said he did it because Moussa Dembele has scored 4 against Rangers already, and he's given the big games, and what a decision it was. Dembele was terrific today. Absolutely outstanding on the field today. He caused problems over and over again. He got a fantastic goal, and he continued scoring against Rangers. That is his 5th in 3 games against Rangers. He thrives in the big games. He thrives in the atmosphere of big games. And he proved it once again today, and he proved why he deserved to start today. Obviously, he had a cold month. He had a cold month of not scoring, but he scored last week or whatever it was against Partick or something like that. I can't even remember who's scoring against now. And now he scored today. He's bringing back his form. Him and Griffiths, you know, competing for that place as striker. It's always going to be the same. It's always going to be difficult to choose, but he made the right choice today by picking Dembele to play. I thought the only disappointing thing is how we played. We didn't use the right hand side a lot. Obviously, it worked. I mean, we won the game. We went to Sinclair, but Forrest didn't offer a lot, and Roberts didn't get to offer a lot when he came on either. Maybe if we used that side a bit more, we could have created more chances. The only other disappointing player in the park I thought was Izagiri. I thought there was a couple of chances he had where he could have really used his pace effectively, and he just kind of, you know, laid off. Apart from that though, I mean, I think everyone had a strong game. Even Izagiri didn't have a poor game, just not as good as everyone else. I thought we played so well as a team. Every single player in the park played a massive part. Dembele, Sinclair especially. Armstrong had another fantastic game. He's proven why he deserves to be in the side. I mean, there was a lot of talk of us bringing in like James McCarthy, but with him in this sort of form, you can't throw somebody like that out the team when he's playing like that. So I don't think we should get James McCarthy, in all honesty, because Armstrong deserves to have that place in the team. Brown played terrific again. Lustig had a decent game. Saviatchenko, he had a couple of bits, but he done really well. Made a couple of key tackles. Simonovic and Gordon made some fantastic saves as usual. Gordon is still a great shot stopper, but today was a great day. You know, it's a happy new year. We're 19 points clear. We're untouchable. Can we go for the invincible season? That is the question that is now poised towards us all. Can Celtic go and continue? I mean, all it takes is for us to slip up away from home to anybody, to fucking Inverness again. I mean, Inverness drew with us 2 last time. We could go up there and we could lose, and that could end our hopes of the invincible season. But I have full confidence we can get in the invincible season. I think we can do it. A fantastic performance today. A fantastic performance every game, and really this season has been remarkable for Celtic. And now we wait to see where we go for the next year, and hopefully this is the sort of team that can improve us to get far in Europe. I mean, obviously we're not going to go and fucking win the Champions League, but can we get through to those knockout rounds? Can we mount a challenge in the Europa League someday? I mean, what would have happened if we went to Europa League this season? Who knows? But on the game today, fantastic performance. I'm proud of the team. We played terrifically after going down 1-0. You know, it's always difficult to pull it back in a big game such as the Old Firm. And at a stadium like Ibrox, it's always difficult to pull it back. But a fantastic derby match, fantastic game of football, and I'll be having a happy new year with that result. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed, thank you all for watching. Remember, hit like and subscribe. I hope you all have a happy new year. And until next time, guys, this has been me, Diamond18, and I'll see you all later.